Welcome to Garfield Alfredo's Time Machine. We're up in here because I gotta take you back to 2018. 2018, Alfredo sees the most amazing trailer for a video game ever. And not just any game, a Spider-Man game. I knew I needed this game. I scrambled all my money together to get a PlayStation. As any young Alfredo knows, I didn't have much. That didn't stop me though. I got a job at AMC Theaters, and now I was suited up and ready to sell my soul to AMC. It was a deal with Mephisto. But just like Peter once was desperate, I was just as desperate. A few weeks of death and despair wasn't that bad once I saw the check. I flew to the GameStop. I was so happy. I had done it. I had got a job. I had worked. And now there was a PlayStation 4 Slim Spider-Man bundle in front of me. It was the first moment in my life I understood what being an adult meant. Hey kid, it's time to go back to 2069. You understand 2018. I ended up selling the PS4. I'm a PC gamer. I like to do a lot more than gaming, so PC fits very well for me. When I buy a console, it will just sit there and gather dust after I finish the game. As I started living in this world where I couldn't play Spider-Man, when I felt down, I realized I needed Spider-Man. Spider-Man was still, however, only on PlayStation. So as a person who believes Spider-Man should be played by everyone, I sat there knowing I worked and saved up, but some kids wouldn't be able to work and save up to play that game. I thought if I grew up as a kid right now, I never would have got to play it. So like any gamer who's emotional and mad, I went to Twitter. Should I have complained to the devs who worked their asses off to make the best Spider-Man game ever? No. Did I because I felt everyone should have access to the game? Yes. Now anyone who goes on Twitter angry, especially when it's a big company you're mad at, you expect no replies. Instead, it was like the Insomniac help account. Basically, a dev sitting there actually saw my message. Instead of feeling for me and saying, sorry bruh, life is life, they were like, this game will never be on PC. That broke me. A dev tells you it ain't happening, and you best fucking believe it ain't happening. So I lost hope. It was over. The dream was gone and I moved on. I'm not the motherfucker to make a please put Spider-Man on all consoles Twitter that tweets every day till it happens. Lots of time passed. Lots. Miles had come out. Spider-Man 2 had been announced. I was happy. I was just chilling, letting it happen. Then God of War 2018. Another game that blew my socks off. I had already played it on the PlayStation 4 just like Spider-Man, but I was ready to play it on PC, and I did over on my Twitch at Garfeldo Alfredo. Go check it out right now, bruh. This had me thinking though, if God of War, one of Sony's biggest games, was coming to PC, my mind was racing. Is Spider-Man? But my head would go straight to the dev. He said no, so I said no. Until an article catches my eye. One that says Sony called up a meeting where they wanted more of their games on PC. I mean, why wouldn't you want to make money and make people happy at the same time? Days after this article, I saw what y'all saw. Spider-Man PlayStation was coming to PC in August. I was so happy. I am so happy. Not only will people be able to play one of the best games ever made, I was ready to have Spider-Man. Thank you, Insomniac, and thank you, Sony. To the dev who told me it would never happen, I really don't blame you. You could just be having a bad day. I just hope next time you be a little bit more hopeful like our favorite New York superhero, Spider-Man.